It's a new decade for all teams, but the goal remains the same, crossing the finish line at the finals. And boy, oh boy, the Bucks have quite the head start.
Giannis driving to the rim, slam it. What power, what speed. Battering ram mode for Giannis.
But can they continue their torrid pace and make it count? If so, it will fall on the broad shoulders of Giannis Antetokounmpo and the bold play of their bench. You see, the reigning MVP leads his team in points, rebounds, and assists, while the whole team puts up the most points in the league, leaving us little room to question the Bucks. However, other teams need answers.
Atlanta gets the center, Clint Capella.
The Rockets enter the race right now, high risk, high reward. Houston sent their big man off to the Hawks before the trade deadline, taking the NBA's analytics movement and small ball strategy to another stratosphere. But is this really sustainable in a Wild West with paints patrolled by the likes of Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, Rudy Gobert, and now Zion Williamson? Only Houston really knows, because only Houston has 2 players top 10 in scoring. But still, that's a big bet on the Beard and the Brody. But overall, the 8th spot in the West is the real question.
What a ridiculous finish from Ja Morant.
Ja Morant has the Grizzlies thinking playoffs, but that is a thought shared by Coach Pop in Portland and even the Pelicans. The push, not so easy. The Spurs' historic 22 straight postseason streak is in real jeopardy.
Damian Lillard putting on an absolute show.
What time is it, people? What time is it?
Damian Lillard is pretty much having to put the entire team on his back each and every night on loop like one of his tracks.
There's a lob to Zion, and he finishes. Zion for 4.
Can Zion do what he does best? Help the Pelicans really take flight? Any which way, any which seed, it will be a fight to the finish, even if you are sitting pretty like LA or Milwaukee. So we might as well buckle up.
Thanks to Chiney, as ESPN NBA analyst Doris Burke joins us now. We get set for the second half of the NBA season. Doris, great to have you on in the morning time slot, I must say. When you look at the Western Conference right now, figures to run through LA, what do you see as the key down the stretch for both of those teams that play at the Staples Center?
Well, I still believe, Hannah, that the Clippers have the highest ceiling on both ends of the floor. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are both elite two-way playmakers, shot makers. Paul George off the dribble drive from 3. You also have Patrick Beverley at the point of attack on the defensive end, so they can be an absolute menace. What I'm looking for down the stretch, however, is continuity. Paul George, not healthy coming out of the All-Star break. What impact does that have? Only 18 minutes total for their clutch lineup, so that's not a lot of continuity. I'm looking at LeBron James, the single most compelling character in the second half. He's 3rd all-time in minutes, but a career low this year in minutes, a career high in threes attempted, career low in free throws attempted. It is incredible. The splits with him on, off, they are minus 2.3 without LeBron James. He's got to stay healthy. He's got to be rested and ready come the playoffs. That's a difficult tandem to navigate.
That's going to be fascinating to watch. Meanwhile, let's go to the East and the team with the best record in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks, 6.5 games ahead of really the surprising Toronto Raptors. What a great story that is. What are you focused on in regards to the East and playoff positioning?
Well, since Chiney just handled the offense and told us they were the highest scoring team in the league, I'm going to focus on the Bucks defense because they are defending the rim at a near historic pace. Brook Lopez is able to guard in space, and if you come in the paint, he makes life incredibly difficult. So in he and Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have 2 of the best individual paint defenders in the league. They're doing things we haven't seen. And then for me, the 76ers. They are a team that is dealing with the most drama, the most negative storylines. Is Al Horford in the starting lineup or is he out? Can Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons get their games to the highest level while they're both onto the floor? These are questions that have to be answered for the Sixers because they've not proven they can win on the road. Right now, locked in a battle for the 4-5 spot with Miami Heat. If you're Philadelphia, it behooves you to get to number 4.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.